It's not nature's way of torturing us, but it's an invitation for each of us to find that part of us that we know is perfect, flaws and all. And not just that we have to have it prove that we're perfect, but just to claim our inner authority and claim our perfection. So for me, I learned the importance of authoring my life. And for me, my health and vitality are directly connected to living my purpose, to living in a way that I feel like is giving back, to living in a way that I feel like is using my gifts and talents. And then I found out that research proves that that's actually good for your health. So there's the brain research done in Madison, Wisconsin. They found out that there's a term called, okay, go with me on this, it's a Greek term, EU for good, and diamond, the diamond, like I just talked about. So it's called eudaimonia. And what they say, eudaimonia is striving for excellence based on your talents and unique potential. So when you do that, which you're all doing, in this room, you're all doing this. When you're striving for something that's aligned with your purpose, it's a challenge, but it's aligned with your own talents, you produce psychological and physical benefits. They found that women who were doing that had lower stress markers, lower cardiac markers, and weighed less, and slept better. So you have that to look forward to if it's not happening already. We live at a critical time. This is a turning point where what's happening in the world is calling to us to step up as leaders in our families, step up as leaders in terms of creating our lives. And it's giving us what I call a superordinate goal. One of the things that Gail talked about that really hit me was that, moms, you all know about superordinate goals. Because if you've got to feed your kids, necessity is the mother of invention, you're going to make it happen, right? There's going to be a big motivation for that. Well, also a superordinate goal is something that's larger than us, like helping the planet survive and flourish, that we can all sort of evolve ourselves so that we're doing our part in it. And I'm not saying go out and save the whales. I'm saying as we evolve our consciousness to free ourselves from these limiting beliefs, we become the potential that we were meant to be in whatever way that is and whatever circle that is. And Plum District is going to benefit from you all having your lights all the way on. So the secret is, and you hold the key to this, your story. So the story you have about yourself is whether it will determine how much your lights are on or not. So we all have a childhood story, we have a love story, we have a work story, and it can either create reruns or it can invent your life. It can heal or it can harm. It can have you move forward or make you depressed. And you are the author of your story. That's the good news. The good news is that you do not have to live your inherited story. So what we're going to do today is going to help you actually create your story. I'm really excited about sharing this with you. And I want to say that why is your story important? Well, first of all, the brand has to be a representation of the authentic stories of the people. So your stories, as you up-level your story, you're also up-leveling the brand of Plum District. So it's all connected. And who you be affects everyone around you. Sometimes we think we can sort of like kick back and not really show up and just sort of wait on the sidelines or like be in a bad mood or something like that. But you know what? You're like a lighthouse. You've got everybody around you is responding to who you're being, your energy. So your children, the people you work with, your customers, everybody. And we think that we're at effect of that. We think that it happens to us. But you are the ones who can generate your light being on. You get to choose that no matter what's happening in your life. So if you're juiced and you're turned on, it's because your story in your head is working for you. And if you're not juiced and turned on, it's because your story and your mission underwhelms you. Okay? So it's really important that we do this, we create the story. And I want to say something about you guys, you moms in particular. I'm not a mom, although I feel like I'm a mom to my clients because it's definitely about being nurturing and helping people grow. You are amazingly resourceful. You are amazingly inventive. and you are amazingly creative. And in fact, you followed your procreative urge to have children. That was a natural procreative urge. Like, nobody could have stopped you from that, probably, right? Underlying that, and once that's satisfied, is a much more sort of the mother of all creative urges, which will resurfaces once your procreative urge is satisfied, which is your desire to create something new, which is why you're all here, why you're all moved to create this company with Megan. And the part we leave out often, though, is creating our lives. We actually can create the story of our lives. It's up to us.